Hey everyone, today we got the round 19 review for SuperCoach. So top 1%. I have not been here for a while, I think since the early rounds of the season. When I first saw my score on Sunday night, I was feeling a bit like Jamie Elliott would have after the siren. But nah, yeah, feeling pretty elated with it. 2,446, 2,332 for the round rank, and 17,660 overall. I think, yeah, it is good validation because definitely the team's been building. We've obviously had a lot of injuries the past few weeks. Last week we played 3 rookies on ground because we had injuries to quite a few premiums. And so, yeah, we still have one this week, obviously, because of the injury to George Hewitt. But yeah, definitely, I know a lot of people would have had George Hewitt out. So to definitely get that one back and have a good week is pretty good. So yeah, going into the back line, Jack Sinclair, 117, played very well. Him and Jack Steele, both against West Coast. Yeah, both played very well. Were the main reasons they won in the end, probably the two best players. Hewitt did not play. Aaron Hall, 119. It was really crazy, to be honest. Really dubious stuff for why he wasn't even in the selected 22. And yeah, he wouldn't have even played if Nick Larky didn't pull out and he was a late change. But yeah, 119, obviously great score from him. He can probably average somewhere between 120 to 130 for these last 4 games. So hopefully he does. And yeah, because he's definitely, like, no Jack Zeeble at this point, really. Luke McDonald, they're not really impacting him. So yeah, so all his backline's all his to take, really. Both half back flanks, to be honest. Jaden Short, 76, not good. Um, yeah, just him and Crisp, like, look at that. Their average before was like maybe 6, 7 rounds ago was like 105. Jaden Shorts is exactly 100. Jack Crisp is below 100. And yeah, going on to Crispy, 81. He had that one good quarter. I think it was a fourth, which, yeah, when the game was online. So I mean, at least that probably did scale him up a decent bit. But yeah, I mean, his last 5 weeks, it's been pretty putrid, to be honest. Hasn't gone above 100 once, averaging 81. So, I mean, we can't trade him at this point. He's just got to stay. So, yeah, what can you do? And Baker was also very mid in his performance. And pun the pun, but I do not mean midfield by that. Because he has 0 CBAs. Obviously, when I traded him in like 4 rounds ago, he was getting a lot of CBAs, like 50, 60% mid time, I think. To get down to 0 now is, yeah, pretty disastrous, and this is not going to be good for his scoring, I don't think. Yeah, and Doherty 73 was all right. Oh, I mean, he was actually pretty bad. Oh, no, actually, he actually got the ball quite a bit. I think he just had a few clangers, um, which was a main issue, but he still got the ball quite a decent bit. I think he had like 25 touches or something. And Buku played well again. Good to see from him. So going on to the midfield, Clayton Oliver, 96, didn't turn up, coming back from that injury, but that's fine. Obviously still being in great form. Rory Laird, he's been absolute sensation for me. Been a phenomenal trade. I think I traded him 7 rounds ago, and he's averaging 136 for me. So yeah, that's obviously insane, and he's been in, yeah, great form. We've captained him probably like 3 or 4 times, I reckon, as well in those past 7 weeks. So yeah, he's just been carrying the team, to be honest, along with a few other guys like Took Miller, Jack Steele. Both are in sensational form. Took Miller's absolutely on the tear right now. Um, yeah, 157, 153 a few rounds ago, 167. Yeah, very good. Very, very good from him. And yeah, Jack Steele, first time he had 40 touches in a game, I think. So yeah, good to see from him. Beat up on that West Coast midfield. But yeah, good to see from him. Lockie Neal, probably an average-ish game from him, but still good enough. 123. McRae, 95. Not effective enough with his kicks. Still getting quite a decent bit of the ball. 30-ish touches or whatever it was. But yeah, it just doesn't have enough potency with his attack. Sam Walsh, 111, was alright. Patrick Cripps had a good game as well for what he's been doing recently. But yeah. Josh Carmichael, actually, 33. He only had he was only on for like the last 20 minutes of the game, and he managed to get that. Kicked 2 clutch goals. Then the Rocks, Jared Witts, 86. He has not been too flash recently, if we're being honest. When I trade him, in this Hawthorn game. He's had a few good games, but he's also 68, 63, 78, 86. Compared to the run of, what, like 8 scores or something? 9 scores? Above 100? Yeah, he hasn't been too good for me, but he's been alright. I think I traded him in, what do we have? It was averaging, yeah, like 120. Now he's averaging 110. But I guess it is what it is. I'm very frustrated. Darcy Cameron, 71. So when I saw this game and I turned it on, well, yeah, first bounce of the game, and I saw Darcy Cameron starting forward, Mason Cox in the ruck, I was seething with anger. Um, I was almost loathing whoever made this change, Craig McRae or whatever. But yeah, basically Darcy Cameron, like he's been getting so much praise recently for how good he's been in the ruck. I've been talking about trading Brody Grundy out, because Darcy Cameron's been such a great ruck. But it's like they're playing him key forward now, so I don't really know. Maybe he was carrying somewhat of an injury or something. But I mean, yeah, he only had 4 touches and he did kick a goal. But it's almost, to be honest, a bit of a miracle that he even scored the 71 with 4 touches. Um, but yeah, I mean, I guess yeah, he did manage to salvage somewhat of a score. Maybe we would trade him out in the last maybe 2 rounds if we got the trades and we haven't used them on injuries. But in the forward line, Bontempelli, 161. I was borderline foaming at the mouth seeing this game against Melbourne. Yeah, he played sensationally. Just a very good. What did he get as well last week? 180. Backing that up, jeez, he's been on a tear. Yeah, great to have him in the forward line. I don't know what his playing statistics are looking like depending in lines this year. So I don't know if we'll get mid next year, but good to have him in the forward line at least right now. Canelio 106, was alright, not too bad. Yeah, I mean he's been pretty good since his bye. So yeah, nah, he's been alright. I just put the captaincy on him, but whatever. Tim English 122 was good as well. In the rack, yeah, doing some good marks and stuff. Heaney 106 was alright as well. Yeah, good to see him kicking some goals. His form's definitely the last few weeks has been a lot better. So, yeah, 300s in a row now. Very good. Much better than what he was doing before that. Dunkley 67 is pretty disappointing. But I mean, what can you do? I can't really trade him out now. And Jai Cully 76. He was a bit of a bright spot. He scored better than how many? 1, 2, 3, 3 so-called premiums and tied with Jaden Short. Oh, 4 actually, because Doherty. So, I mean, yeah, he actually did pretty well. He even played well the week before on debut. But yeah, this big body, really good tackler. So that's how he gets his points. And yeah, that's how he gets his bread as well. But yeah, that's good. Good to see from him. And yeah, also, so he is forward because basically when I heard the news of Hewitt being out, um, obviously him being a defender, it was because Aaron Hall wasn't named at that point. So I had 2 defenders out. I didn't want to play a zero or donut. So I traded in, I put Baker back and I plugged that hole trading in Jai Cully. However, that has created a bit of a logjam now, which we need to fix if Hewitt is back this week and we don't have any other injuries. Because, yeah, if he's back, then we got 7 defender premiums and we got to play 1 on the bench and still Cully on field. Yeah, which to be honest, he probably actually might outscore Liam Baker this week, so it's not, I mean, not the worst if we can't trade him. But we're probably going to try to. So going into the trades, we might do 1 or 2. I mean, ideally I would like to trade out Baker and Cameron. Probably not getting that opportunity. It's probably going to be just Mitch Owens I've selected because he's not playing midfielder. What we can do, just use some DPP to swing Cully into the midfield and Baker forward. And then just get like a 102k defender, basically, to put on the bench. Because again, we got Buku Karmas' cover. So yeah, that's probably someone like maybe a Bodie Euland, given he's got the mid swing or something. Doesn't really matter too much who. Maybe like a Patrick Voss, given he's got forward, so I can switch him with Baker. But yeah, for now we'll just say Euland. And then yeah, but if I was to trade Cameron, like you're looking at the rucks, ideally I would like to trade him to probably Darcy or Gorn. There's only an 8k difference. But we can't afford either of them this week anyway. But yeah, Gorney, a good week this week after a poor one the week before. Darcy 93 is not the best, but yeah, I did actually see Sean Darcy on Thursday night. At a busy road. It was a bit weird. He was running across this road when there was a lot of traffic. But yeah, I saw him on a busy road, and he was just like trying to dodge and weave through all these cars. Like, just wait for the traffic light, come like to where the lights are, and wait for the green man to come up. But no, he didn't even. I guess he does what he wants anyway. That was the day before the Richmond game. But that's alright. Anyway, so that's the team, pretty much. If we sub him on, this should be it. And so yeah, so captaincy wise this week, we're probably going to go again. Rory Laird being in really hot form, as I said, into playing against Carlton at Adelaide Oval should be an alright matchup. And then Gold Coast playing against West Coast. I'm going to take advantage of that. Go Toog Miller captaincy if Rory Laird does not work out. Because West Coast young midfield. Toog should eat that up, I would say. And yeah, you got obviously like good other matchups. Jack Steele against Hawthorn. He should like that one, I would imagine. Go pretty well. Even like Aaron Hall against Essendon could be a bit of a bloodbath point scoring wise, but that is the last game of the round. Probably a bit risky to do as a captaincy, as a fallback captaincy option. You could even go like a Bont against Geelong, but I mean Geelong are obviously a tough team. Best team the last few rounds, so probably hard to score against them. But yeah, that's probably what we'll do. Rory Laird into Toog Miller for this week. But yeah, that's pretty much the video. Heading into round 20, last four rounds of the season. Should be pretty exciting. Want to finish it off. I mean, if I can get up to top 10k, maybe. I mean, go like say 2,500 a week. Well, that would get me up to like 7k. But I don't know. Maybe I can crack top 10k. Either way, it's not too good a season, but it's all right. We'll be back bigger and better next year. But I mean, still want to finish this one off well. I mean, if we can keep going top 1, top 2% the rest of the rounds, then who knows? But it's been all right. So yeah, anyway, thanks for watching this video.